Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And starting this one, Braxton Garrett. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. That one in there across the letters. One out, base is empty. Ground ball left side. All back to first. 2 up, 2 down. Let's check out their lineup for this must-win contest. And Singy, their production in the postseason has been underwhelming.
It's usually not great to have your whole team below the Mendoza line, Boog. These bats have been ice cold, and if they don't want their season to end in disappointment, they're going to need to make some noise in this ball game.
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Rojas sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. No score as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Kyle Harrison. What do you have on him?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Lamont Wade Jr.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning alive. And now M.J. Melendez. Lined into right. Tibbs puts it away, and the inning is over. One left for Miami. Scoreless after one. Wild Card Series Game 2. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Willie Adames. And Adames swings through that one. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. And it's caught for the out.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Oh. 2-1.
No score here in the second. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out. 2 down, base is empty. James Tibbs III, the next Giant to hit. Back up the middle and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back, bottom of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Thomas makes the grab. 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Adames the throw to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that extends the inning.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
Now, Dylan Cruz. Runner takes off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Marlins leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the first baseman, Michael Toglia. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hard hit right side. Stott over to first in time. And one away in the top of the third. Daz Cameron at the plate. Garrett ready to fire now. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 straight.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Santiago Espinal, the next to hit. Out towards left center. Ward sizing this one up. Brings it in for the third out. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Miami, here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Up and in, and the count's even at 2.
2-2.
Still tied at 0, last of the third. On the ground to the left, Adames. Over to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Marlins set down in order. On to the fourth, still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Matt Chapman. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that's outside, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hit hard on the ground is short. In plenty of time to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Elliot Ramos. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rojas makes the grab for the second out. Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
MJ Melendez will hit next. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. And up next for Miami, Taylor Ward. Outside, 2-1. All tied up here in game 2 of the wild card series. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Melendez makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Two on, 1 out. Sweeney getting ready to hit. Two on, 1 out. Line drive. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. To the plate. Save. On the board first. It's 1-zip.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
That one ripped. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. A 2-run homer, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. Backed off the plate that time. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground. Throws to first. That's the third out. Two-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the air, right field, Cruz. One away. So up next, James Tibbs III.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Ivan Herrera, the next Giant to hit. Swings and misses, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Michael Toglia. Two outs. That one fouled off. Good job to fight that one off. Tibbs off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So the Giants leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Wild Card Series Game 2. And now for the Marlins, Bobby Dahlbeck. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's to third. Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down. Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to Toglia. Home after the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. And no one can get there. And that keeps the inning going. So here's Wade now. Runner on the go. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 left for Miami, but they lead it 3-0. New inning getting started, and now it's the Giants DH, Daz Cameron. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
One ball.
It really looks
Two
like
strikes.
these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This to third. Dahlbeck handles, throws to first. One up, one down. And digging in for San Francisco, Santiago Espinal. Bases empty, one away here in game 2 of the wild card series.
Time's starting to run out for this offense, isn't it, Boog? I mean, it's not easy to play in a must-win game, especially when you're losing. Their season is on the line, and they know it.
Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Giants down in order. Still down 3-0. Eric Miller gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, M.J. Melendez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Trey Sweeney. And the next pitch is way outside. And that drops in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ward leads off first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Opposite field home run, and it's a warm night for sure. Ball's not being slowed as it gets up in the air to the outfield, so that had no problem getting out of here. Really nice show of power going the other way.
Dylan Cruz digs in now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So a runner at second, 2 down. And at the plate for Miami, Bobby Dahlbeck. Here's a 1-1. To third. Chapman over to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ripped to short. Fires over to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Braxton Garrett won't go any further tonight, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound, and we'll have a new arm for you in a minute. Ronnie Enriquez taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. High fly ball out towards left center. Rojas under this one. He's there. He's got it. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Here comes Lane Thomas. Swing and a miss at a slider.
3-2.
Got him swinging. Giants go down quietly. It's 5-0. New arm for the Giants, Randy Rodriguez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The 1-1. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. Man at first, nobody out. Bryson Stott now at the plate. Rojas gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And up next for Miami, Lamont Wade Jr. Throw to first, and he's back safely. Man at first, one away. Popped in the air, left field. Ramos makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. 8th inning coming up. Marlins 5 and the Giants nothing. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jared Koenig.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jay Ridley is forced to the mound after the injury. Right through there, got him. And there's 1 down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Fought off foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Pitching change here, Landon Root.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Adames. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Trey Sweeney. Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Everything came together for him. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
One out, runner at second. Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Dylan Cruz. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. Marlins leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's the Giants DH, Daz Cameron. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Fish leading by 5 here in the late stages of game 2. Tapped softly on the ground, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard. Matt Chapman will hit next. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Next offering is outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Espinal at first, one gone. Got him swinging. And the Giants down to their final out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Just off the outside edge, 2-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The Giants down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Miami Marlins are moving on to the National League Division Series. So the Miami Marlins sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.